I'm here on the job site with Dale, who's a framing contractor.
Hey, good morning.
Dale traded up to Geico Commercial Auto Insurance for all his business vehicles. We're here where he needs us most.
Yep, they sure are.
We make it easy for him to save on all his insurance needs, all in one place, with coverage that fits his business and bottom line. Oh, I shouldn't have looked down.
It's all right.
We're so far up here.
Look at me. Take a deep breath.
Oh, I'm good. So good.
Get a commercial auto insurance quote today at geico.com and see how much you could save. Get more with Geico.
Let's talk about books, Jody. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the weird things and the good things that we read. Let's talk about books.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome to Adjacent Book Club. I am all the way out in Smithville doing some projects out here, and Shelly is all the way in South Austin.
South of the river.
Or we are 45 minutes away from one another.
Oh, I miss you. It sucks. It sucks when we're not together.
It does suck. I was hoping you'd come out today. I know your foot's been bothering you. Shelly, you've had some big stuff going on. But before we start that, what hat are you wearing today?
It's because of the season. I'm wearing Fairy Hills. It's a hat from our friend Kelli and Robert. It's where they go and do their summer camp every year.
Oh, I'm so jealous of them. I've always wanted to kind of like, so they go up to, where is it? Minnesota? Where is it? Minnesota. And they have a family camp. I would love for them to get on and explain it. But basically, I think it's Robert's family, right?
Yeah.
And they all get together. They treat it like they do games together, s'mores.
Jody, it's just like Dirty Dancing, like
Dirty Dancing, yeah.
Seriously, without the
sexy part.
Yeah.
Well, unless you're married to somebody,
and without the abortion, it's just like Dirty Dancing without the abortion.
And then we miss them when they're gone.
Sorry if that's a spoiler alert.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you haven't seen Dirty Dancing with Patrick Swayze, then sorry about you. You need to work on yourself.
Yeah. They should redo it with Ryan Gosling. Isn't he the dancing guy?
No, he is a good dancer. I don't know if he could lift Baby up though. He's kind of a small guy, I think.
Well, then they find a smaller gal. They could use. They could use.
Sorry, he's 6 feet. He just looks really little to me.
Ashton, they could use Ashton Kutcher's wife, that Mila. She's
Lena. Yeah, she's so cute.
That would be cute. Speaking of Ryan Gosling, I saw a bit the other day where Russell Crowe was giving him shit about the Hey Girl stuff.
Oh gosh, yes, I remember that. Hey girl, you're cleaning those dishes so good. You got all the meat off of that plate.
And Ryan's like, I had nothing to do with it. And Russell just like laying into him. It's a very funny bit. We'll have to find it and link it in. But it was a very, very funny bit.
Oh, I love it. I will look into that. My hat is from the Frio River, which we're thinking of all our friends that are working through the damages of the recent floods, and all of our fellow Texans and people in New Mexico, North Carolina.
Oh my God.
This is running rampant. Kelli gave me this hat. Since we were just talking about her, but
about the Kelli hats, we have our Kelli hats on.
Yeah, and every year we try to make a trip to the Frio, and we love to camp there. We love to be on the water. We love to be in cabins over there. As long as we get to put our feet in the water at some point, then we feel like our summer has begun. So anyway, yes, I love the Frio, and I love this hat. So thank you, Kelli, for our hats. This is fun.
I just received a beautiful message from our very lovely host of Mom's Favorite.
Yes.
Kim Stockenboyer, and Coulter and Jake and a lot of our special needs friends go to a camp that had some damage from the floods, and Cord Shifley, who everybody knows, he's like a big realtor here in Austin, and he took a whole crew down to fix up camp. And
Oh,
it's ready for people to check in today for one of the camps. And Coulter goes in 2 weeks. And so we're very thankful for Cord. If y'all have never met Cord, he's a big realtor in Austin. He helps most of our athletic department at UT find their houses.
wow. What a guy. That's lovely. I know you've been so busy with some big changes for Coulter now.
Yeah. Coulter's moving out on his own, and I'm very excited about it. And that has been a big change for us, but it's been very exciting to see him transition and him tell us
Independence, to his independent living. Yes.
leave me alone. We're like, we can't do that. But
we're getting closer.
We're getting closer. We'll give you as much space as possible. And so he's very excited. And thanks. Oh my gosh, Jody like moved half of the stuff over the other day. Victor was like, what the hell? And then Steve, Paul, and Adrian finished the last load. And then Robert called yesterday and he was like, hey, do y'all need any help with the move? And I was like, the joy of being a minimalist we only had like 19 things.
Well, I do love your way of so Shelly and Adrian are so smart. They do not like a lot of financial marital waste. And when people are getting rid of things, they will rehouse those items a lot of times, as long as they're usable. Don't bring your trash. Not all man's trash is somebody else's treasure. But if you're getting rid of stuff, if they can't use it, they will find somebody who might need a couch or a chair. And, if you're just like, I don't want to deal with it, they will like get their truck sometimes. So I don't know. We had Cameron's move out. Harry had some things to move out. We had stuff from the ranch that we were getting rid of. We put it on the trailer. We took it over to them, and then we were able to reuse a lot of the materials to get his house set up. But Shelly also had things that she and Adrian had been collecting from other places. So Coulter's pretty set up. I was like, oh, dang. I mean,
yeah, he has.
I'm just gonna be looking for rugs. That's my job, I think. Looking for rugs.
Yeah, I think we covered that. But he has a little list of things that he wants, mostly calendars and stuff. So, but that is
those of you that don't know Coulter is a calendar savant. Like he can tell you if he said my birthday was March 18th 1972, he'll be like, you were born on a Tuesday, and he's right. Now I remember when he was little, he would draw all the calendars over and over again repeatedly, and then Shelly had to tell him, oh, you forgot leap years. Well, that just blew his mind. I think he watched like a brain pop on leap years. And then he was like, oh my gosh. So then he had to rewrite like all his calendars. And I think a cool job that y'all had was he was kind of the looking for expired goods at a Walgreens, which I was like, what a brilliant way to tap into that gift that he has. And he would memorize, oh, this is going to be expired on Tuesday. He'd go in, and like our dad would do with the pulling the bread up, getting rid of the old stuff, he would do the same thing. I'm like, that is such a smart thing to do.
It was crazy. And luckily David, who was the manager at the time at Walgreens, really, really appreciated Coulter's skill set, and was very flexible with Coulter lifestyle. So it was like very thankful.
Pause.
So while Jody is meeting with a worker real quick for workout at the ranch, I read quite a few books, and I just am going to share. I read The Survivors by Jane Harper. It was a really good book. And then The Banyan Moon by Theo Tai, and The Saints of Swallow Hill by Donna Everhart, and We Are the Luckiest by Laura McCowan, which was recommended by Pam Walsh on Pammy Out Loud, and it's a great book about sobriety. She really shares her journey on going through the process of getting sober. And then I read the book The Plot, you guys, by Jean Corliss. I just finished that one and immediately started the sequel, which is also read. It's the same storyline. And I just got Ashley Manley's newest book, and I can't wait to gobble that one up. But The Plot, I wanted to talk to you guys about. The Plot is about and I think they made it into a movie. It's about an author who used the base of somebody else's story to write a famous book. And then there's lots of twists and turns, and it's very unnerving. I did not appreciate the twists and turns. It felt so similar to one of our friends' stories that I immediately messaged him and said, "Hey, did your ex-wife write a book?" Because it sounded so familiar to their story, and her neurotic sociopathic behavior was so similar to his ex-wife. So anyway, I just was like, holy smokes. And here in Austin, we're still dealing with, flood recovery, like I said, and have had so many people helping, looking for bodies and clearing up properties, and so much generosity. P. Terry's did this huge, all profits one day went to the flood victims, and like every P. Terry's had mile-long wait lines. The response was just absolutely incredible, and there's so many people giving, and it's just incredible. The Mystic camp, the cleanup down there, and the people donating, and for the families, and the love and the support is just overwhelming. And I know in North Carolina they're having floods, and New Mexico they're having floods, and we're all thinking about everybody, and appreciate everybody's love and support through this process. It has been overwhelming, and just begging everybody to be mindful of the information that you're sharing is actually factual. Even if you heard it on the news, please check it. Do a fact check. We're getting lots of, we receive lots of crazy reports that were not true, and that could be very hurtful to the process of trying to find bodies and families and support for people when there's people taking advantage and are sharing false information. So be mindful of that. I know the next week there's quite a few funerals and services and memorials happening. This is a long process, and it's going to take us a long time to recover and get back to stable. But we appreciate all the love and support and everybody that's reached out and supporting the families during this process. And we have quite a few meal trains and stuff for families that are going through the process. If you like to cook or want to donate a gift card, we can send you some of the meal trains that are out there. Don't hesitate to reach out and let us know if you're just willing to make a lasagna or something for families. I know they'd really appreciate it. I'm always overwhelmed by the generosity, and it just restores the belief in humanity. Is like when situations happen, how everybody leans in and support and loves on each other. And so that really is very moving and powerful to us, and really appreciated. So
Okay, so you finished sharing what you've been consuming on your books. Any good restaurants you've been to recently? Or just too busy moving?
yeah, we haven't really. We've just been, teaching Coulter how to work everything over at the house. So we haven't really left the house much.
Well, that's exciting. I'm so excited for him and his new adventure. And
what about you out in Smithville, y'all? Did you take Katie and Amy out on the town?
Well, Smithville's such a whopping big giant town. So Katie and Amy came. I made this giant charcuterie board. I don't know if you remember, but Tammy and Brandon had won this giant Texas charcuterie board. And I made a charcuterie board, which turned out really cute on the funny Texas.
Send a picture.
Yeah, it's so cute. And so we did girl dinner, which usually includes having some drinks, eating a lot of charcuterie foods until your stomach hurts. But we drove into town and went to Quinto Patio because nothing else was really open. We had a drink there, had some nachos. You got to tell them, make my food really hot, because sometimes they bring out the food and it's not as hot as you want it. So I'm always like, make it really, really hot, like burn it. And so they did a good job and they were so sweet. And then we went over to the wine bar, which is my favorite because it's so funky. It looks like an old castle on the inside, which I think is so funny. Anyway, but I'll send you a little video of my charcuterie board. Of course, and then we came back and
I like the wine bar, FYI. I like that.
Wine bars, and the food's delicious there.
It is, except for their charcuterie board.
Oh,
just say, what is their charcuterie board?
It's a Lunchable.
It's a Lunchable. It's hilarious. It's like Ritz crackers. And Jody, that looks so good.
Yeah, it's cute. It turned out cute. And of course we had to have Twizzlers because that's every girl's candy. And I know some people hate Twizzlers, but people who do not like very sweet things, they like Twizzlers. So that was fun. And then poor Katie felt a little sick. So she left early, but Amy and I woke up the next morning. We were like, let's go get breakfast at the bakery. They have the best scones in town. I love the breakfast burrito there.
I love that. I love that bakery. Everybody should go there. It's great. People watching, everybody. It's very small town, Southern.
Yes.
Where everybody's like, well, hi, grandma. And chatting it up. And it's like, well, I saw, so-and-so's the homecoming queen this year. And it's like, and it's if y'all don't know, Smithville is where they filmed Hope Floats.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite lines from Hope Floats is like, "You're the cream of corn."
It's just funny because the wine bar, they have their regulars that come to the bar and they have little coasters with it says reserved for, and then it's like burned onto a wooden coaster, right? They throw it on there when the people say, I'm coming today. And then they put their names out on the bar, right? You can't sit there. Or they'll say, you can sit there until 6 o'clock. But when he comes in, you got to move, right? And then the bakery, there's always a cat in the bakery, which I think cats in restaurants are kind of funny. And then it's decorated like your living room or your living room / your kitchen. It has a lot of like tables, but it has like very plush chairs with a blanket hanging over it, and so Amy and I,
it's like you're going to grandma's house.
yes.
Mhm.
So Amy and I were gonna go over to the bakery, and they were filming a giant commercial on Main Street, and it was taken up from the wine bar down to the gym, which is like near Comfort Cafe. So you couldn't, and it was all closed down. So the sweet tea was closed down. Comfort Cafe didn't open till later, and then the other and then the bakery were closed. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm starving, because all we had was girl dinner. So when you eat girl dinner, you wake up hungry the next day because you didn't eat dinner. You just had like some chips and crackers. Anyway, so we ended up driving into Bastrop on Main Street. So cute. If you have not been into Bastrop on Main Street, it is the cutest little town. And it has a little town feel, but it's really grown. Bastrop's grown quite a bit, but the Main Street is still like that old school Main Street. And we went to Anita's, and Anita owns Quinto Patio, but I had a very yummy carne guisada taco, and Amy's a vegetarian, so she eats eggs, but she's not a vegan. So she had like an egg potato taco and some coffee. And then we came back, and then she left, and then I mowed. Shelly loves to use my mower when her foot's not broken, but it's this electric mower that mows so great. And then I tried to get the little tractor running yesterday, but I got it out of the garage, out of the barn, and then I got it up on the hill, but I couldn't get the blades to start moving. So it wasn't mowing anything. It's like I was just driving a giant tractor around doing nothing. So then I decided I was going to finish painting Peyton's dollhouse. Her grandparents made her this dollhouse when she was like 4. And it's just been sitting in the garage. And I was like, I want to really make this nice so she can have it in her classroom. And it's a really sweet dollhouse.
That is.
And Graham helped me paint like a little bit of it. I have some pictures of her painting it. It's really sweet. But I had to go over to Apple Lumber, get some new paint. They were really sweet over there. And then I'm going to try to finish up part of that today. That's one of my big jobs. It's not that big. It's like I come in and then I do a little of it, and then I put it away, and then I do a little more, and I put it, kind of just here and there. But I'd really like to get it done in the next couple of weeks. So, because Peyton's coming back from Amsterdam. She's in Amsterdam with her good friend Madeline. And I would like to, because we're going to start going through some of her classroom stuff to get rid of things, to purge. And because classrooms are like a hotbed for hoarding. Anyway, and so she and I are going to go through some of her things and get rid of some stuff there. And so I've been busy doing projects out here, but my consumable is a little different than what we usually do consumables for. I want to tell you about John's and my favorite cookbook called Cane River Cuisine.
Nice.
So this is from Natchitoches, Louisiana, in the parts, because the Cane River is in Natchitoches, where John's family settled for most of his life. He was originally from Shreveport, but Natchitoches was founded in 1714. It's one of the oldest towns in the U.S. And I know some people are like, you're saying it wrong. It's not Natchitoches. It's Natchitoches. No, Natchitoches is in Louisiana. It's where they filmed Still Magnolias. It kind of mirrors a little bit of Smithville, but it's a lot nicer. Smithville's kind of hasn't really hit its stride, so to speak. But it's a beautiful place. It sits right on the Cane River. Cane River's like glass. It's so pretty. It's a college town. Northwestern is there. Not the Northwestern in Boston, but the other one. But it has like how to make meat pies. It has all of his like broccoli and rice casseroles. It's a lot of casserole dishes, but it also has some famous, some of our favorite Louisiana style cooking in it. And John just this is like his Bible of cooking. So we have one at every one of the family's houses. We have one at the ranch, one at the cabin, one in our house, one in Bob's house, one in Mary's house. I'm sure Mary Lynn has one. Everybody in the family, this is our go-to cookbook. And then other than working at the ranch, I have been like binging Love Island, and that is nuts to watch.
Jody, did you see? I sent you something where in Austin, people are getting together to watch Love Island. Like
It's
thousands of people.
It's a movement, Shelley. It's a movement. And I don't know if you've ever watched it, but it is loco. So basically you have what? At first it's like 8 girls and 8 guys, and they have to make a match. So they do like a really quick, like, okay, I'm going to date this guy or I'm going to date this girl. And they'll say they're either open or they're closed. If they're closed, that means they're taken. They're not seeing anybody else. Anyway, and so then they have all these weird challenges. I'm going to describe this one challenge for you. You're going to die. And then they have to see if they're going to stay in a partnership with that person or if they want to be open to explore other opportunities. And so they get really connected really quick because it's just you in this house with these people, and all you're doing pretty much is the ladies get ready with all their makeup in the morning and put on their bikinis, and all of their bikinis are going up their butts. So you see their butts like all day. And then the boys will make breakfast and bring it to them. And they're only allowed to cook one meal, which is breakfast. They're not allowed to just sit and snack all day. And then I guess during the day, they go somewhere else, bless you, to eat their lunch, but you don't see them eating. And then they can only have 2 drinks maximum during the day at night. And then whoever you're partnered up with, you get to sleep in a room. Like everybody sleeps in like the 7 Dwarfs room, where it's like a queen size bed, a queen size bed, a queen size bed, a queen size bed, a queen size bed. It's like when we all went on that trip, and it was you, me, Stacy, Barnabas, Casey, John, and Sarah. We were in like those beds, and you just like look over, and you would see like Barnabas standing over you,
walking around naked. Where's the bathroom?
Yeah, there was one bathroom. Anyway, so they have to sleep in these beds. So it's like, okay, like it would be like if like see like the single ready to mingle people on our group that we've interviewed. It would be like Jordan matching with Miles, and then they would have sleep in a bed, and then next to them would be like Adam and Jocelyn, and they would be sleeping in a bed next to each other. And then it'd be another couple.
Did they play mirrors?
What do you mean?
It's like you match.
No. Some people like do have sex in that room though.
I'm sure.
And some people just do very heavy petting, but some of them do
to climax. Heavy petting to climax.
Some of
that is also called sex.
Yeah, but no, not to. Well, some of them do have like full on sex, and then they have
cars.
Yeah, and then they have to sleep in those rooms, and then if you're single, like you got dumped, right, from whoever, nobody picked you, then you have to sleep on a twin size bed at the foot of all the queen size beds. You would die. And so then they're all like really close, and the guys get really close to each other and the girls get really close to each other. And so this is the famous part, is these the girl Huda, she has a baby at home, and she really closed off with this one guy, Jeremiah, and she was like in love with him after like a week, and he was like, I don't know, but she went to him and she said, I'm a mom. Then she started telling, all the girls knew that she was a mom, but none of the guys really knew. But then she went to this guy, Nick. Also, no offense, these guys are not like Mensa candidates. It's like I don't know, they're just not the sharpest tools in the shed. But she goes, I have something to tell you, Nick. This is Huda. I'm a mommy. He goes, a mommy? She goes, I'm a mom. He goes, Mamacita? She goes, no, I'm a mom. A mom of a dog? No, of a human. You're a mom of a human? Yes, I have a baby. This is their dialogue. And he goes, oh, what kind of baby? A baby girl. What's their name? Like she said a girl. Anyway. And so it was just like, this is very famous. I'm a mommy. A mamacita.
I've seen people recreating it.
I keep asking Madison to recreate it with Erin, and I keep sending it to her, and she's like, "You've already sent that to me." I was like, "Please, for me." Anyway, so I'm obsessed with it. I just sit and watch, and so they have these things where, listen to this challenge. You're going to be so grossed out. So they always give them like costumes, right? And so the girls were milkmaids and the men were like, I don't know, farmers. But they were wearing Speedos with those dusters that cowboys wear and cowboy hats. So they were like cowboys, but with Speedos on, whatever. Anyway, so the girl had, and so it gives you an...
I'm sorry, I think that's that Palm Squad outfits at the University of Texas.
Yes, it is. But the guys were wearing them. And then the girls are wearing like milkmaid costumes with big bows and like, you know, whatever. So the girl has to wheelbarrow her boyfriend with his legs to one spot. And then Shelley, this is so gross. They have to milk these udders that are milk into the guy's mouth. And then he baby birds the girl with the milk and spits the milk into the girl's mouth. And then she spits it into a pail. And they try to fill it. They do it for so many seconds or minutes where he's milking these udders into his mouth. Nick got really into it, which was gross. And then they baby bird it. The girl spits in the pail. And then once it gets to a certain level, then they have to read a question like, who should be voted off of Love Island? And then they go and take the nasty milk that was spilled into the girl's mouth that she spit into the bucket and spill it on somebody's head. Then they go and dunk their heads into this nasty water and they pull out a picture of somebody that they have to make out with. Not the person that they're matched with. It's a different person that they make out with. And these people go all in. Like they're humping each other and all over each other. And like, it is the wildest thing. I literally almost vomited. This girl said, I almost vomited. The milk smelled so bad and tasted. I was like, why didn't they just give you fake milk? Why did they give you real milk? And why were you spitting it into their mouth to spit it into the pail? I'm like, what?
Who comes up with the challenges? I want to be on that team.
It's the producers. They're crazy.
They're like, they get real high.
Not an idea.
They get real high and they're like, you know what we should do? That's
baby bird, these guys.
I mean, I would be like, I'm out. I'd rather be single the rest of my life than go through this Handmaid's Tale with milk.
It was so gross. So if you haven't watched the SNL skit on the baby birding,
oh yeah,
it's hilarious. But it's basically this guy's on a date with his girlfriend and the family. Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon.
And the mom chews up the food, spits it into the son's mouth.
Yeah.
In front of the date.
And nobody, and I love these.
And they start giggling. And I love it because it's so gross.
Yeah. Speaking of Saturday Night Live, have you seen, and I think of Vincent every time I see one of these. They're interviewing people that have been tinkered with. And so you're going to have to find them. And the comedian, she's like, yeah, he just touched me all over my body. And she's like talking about, yeah. And Ryan Gosling's in one of them, and he cannot keep a straight face. And that's my favorite part.
Oh, so it's a skit. Okay.
It's a skit. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a skit on Saturday Night Live when they're making fun of like the interviews of people that have been tinkered with.
Right.
And so it is it's very hilarious, and I love it on the Saturday Night Live skits when they can't keep it together.
Oh my gosh, I know. I like when they get the giggles.
Yeah, that would be my mission the whole time if I ever was on Saturday Night Live, would to make people lose their shit.
Yes, yes.
I'd be like, Barbara hands, you know? Like following them around.
This Love Island is insane.
Insane.
And these girls are like, I talked about this in an earlier, but the girls are like models. And the first round of guys were just, I mean, they're not bad looking by any means. They're very handsome, but they're not at the level of the girls. The girls are like all 10s, right? And then the guys are more like maybe a 7, you know? I mean, this is coming from me. I mean, I'm definitely not a 10 and I'm definitely not a 7, but I'm just saying, like, when you compare the two groups, you're just like, something's amiss.
One of these things is not like the other. Very interesting. I'll have to check it out.
Just watch at least one of them, because then you'll get the gist. But Paige from Summer House comes on. Meg Thee Stallion comes on, and they do a twerking contest, and the girls are like really good at it. And then the guys get up there and just are like, you know, like doing like armpit farts.
Hey,
That move that stripper did at Tammy's house, where he kicked up his leg and kind of put his body down.
Yeah, the donkey kick. Hey, Jody, do they what is it? Is this part of Bravo?
It's Peacock.
Okay. NBC. Yeah.
Right. NBC. Yeah. I think it's too dirty for
Bravo. No way.
Peacock is their like HBO Max Skinamax.
Okay.
Yeah. Peacock's their Skinamax. So you can say like Huda breaks Jeremiah breaks up with Huda, the one with the baby, and she takes it very badly. He basically chooses to recouple with somebody else.
Okay.
And because they have like new people come in all the time, and I can't remember what they call them, but basically they're like
what is the goal of Love Island?
Oh, it's a game show. So at the end, the winning couple will split $2,000. I'm just kidding. But it comes down to like a very small amount.
They split $10.
Yeah. You get 5, I get 5. Good. No, it's like $100K, but I think that after taxes, so it's more like what, $70K? And I'm like, boy, but a lot of them get brand deals after this. They get parts. It's basically, you're potentially opening yourself up for other things. And the last Love Island group, now they have a spinoff. So it can take you to a next level.
It's the gate drug for Bravo.
Yes. It's kind of, it's like their farming camp, like baseball.
It's their farming camp for Vanderpump.
Well, and in order to get into these things, you had to have a social media following. So that's the new thing, is all these actors that are like coming out of being like professional actors. And if you don't have a large social media presence with followers, you have to have actual followers, then you're really not looked at. So this is a way for people who want to break into the next level, the next thing, that they can break into it.
So they're not there for the $2,000.
They're not there for the very minor amount.
They're not there for the $750 after taxes.
I'm just saying, you could not pay me enough for somebody to just spit milk into my mouth. What if you're lactose intolerant? I'm sure it wasn't really milk, but it
might have been almond.
It smelled awful.
It might have been almond. Well, if it was for comedy, I would be down for it. But if it was for like sexy time, I would not. Or $2,000, I wouldn't.
No, and I mean, it's just so it was started in London. I used to watch Love Island.
I know.
Kids during COVID.
And I thought there was one in Australia at one point.
I think there is one in Australia.
I think I would like to be on the production side.
You want to do the game part.
Yeah, I would be like, you could win $2,000.
Well, you don't get a payout until the end, and it's only the winning couple that wins anything.
Yeah, I need to know how much they're playing for. If it's $2,000, there's nothing I would do for $2,000.
It's 100. I think they get 100K, but you have to split it with the other person. So right there,
unless you kill them,
then you have to pay your taxes on it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when Oprah said, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. And all the people are like, I can't afford the taxes on this. Now I have to pay the gift tax. So it's like, that sounds so lovely, but it's, but I know that this is their way for them to catapult themselves to the next level.
Yeah.
And
I still would want to be on the production side. It's like, how far can we push these people?
I'm going to tell you, sexually, they seem to push them pretty far, because those people make out.
Yeah.
And the girl, Shelley, you have to look at the girls' bathing suits. I mean, Shelley, if they did a Love Island with people our age,
let's put it out there.
People be coming in with moo-moos. You would have to have a cane for your leg. Sleeping with one of those CPAP machines.
Oh my God.
Somebody they'd be like, you're gonna make out, and then
somebody's like, everybody's flossing,
and then Tammy would be in there like, I can't sleep in here. Somebody's breathing. I need my own. I need sound machines and a fan on my face.
Well, I guarantee Tammy's not doing it for $100,000.
No, I'm just saying, it's like, it would just be hilarious if they tried to do a Love Island like senior citizen stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, they would have to up the ante to like, you'll get $3 million net.
Yeah, at everybody, but it would be kind of funny. Now, I will tell you, Ariana from Vanderpump Rules is the hostess, and her body is beyond Shelley. Like, the stuff she walks out in, the way she is so beautiful, she is so funny, and I think every day Tom Sandoval must just kick himself in his balls. He must just be like,
Jody, we haven't talked about the big elephant in the room.
What? Say it.
The other Tom and
you told me. I think that's just a rumor. They're friends.
I don't know. Kate's blowing up about it.
Kate who? Her best
Katie. Yeah.
Oh, so Lala and
Tom.
Cute Tom Schwartz. Yeah. are an item. Let's see. And so let's see what AI says. They're not dating despite recent rumors. Well, I did see her in a recent interview and she was quite defensive of like defending him in a very sweet way. So they just might be keeping it under covers. But wouldn't he be a great dad to her little baby girls? That is so cute. I think they would be a great couple. I love his energy. He seems like a very kind person, but he does get himself he does not seem to have his boundaries established very well.
I don't think he can afford her. I don't think he can afford.
Oh no, they
her
both make their own. Oh no, he makes plenty of money. He has a lot of other side deals, Shelley.
Oh,
He has lots of side deals.
okay.
Yeah.
What's Tom Schwartz's net worth?
Oh, okay. That's a good
Let's
one.
guess. I'm gonna say
3.2 mil.
no way. I'm gonna say 180,000.
No way. No way.
Oh wow, $4 million.
Yeah. So they do okay.
What's Lala's net worth?
This is so tacky.
I know. 30 million. Oh.
Net worth of 4 million.
Okay.
That's like, I think they all have brand deals. They all get a lot for doing those Amazon.
That's so tacky.
It's so tacky.
That's so tacky. After talking about Love Island, that's so tacky.
I know it is. It's like, but I just they always tell us that too. Like, if you ever listen to them in interviews, they're like, we are not worth what people say we're worth. Like, and they have to work their butts off for that. Like, these people are smart. This new generation, they know how to market themselves.
They do.
I wish we did a better job on that. We just don't know really how. We
don't know how to do it.
It's like, please help us.
Tom Schwartz, can you market?
I know how we can market ourselves. We'll do Love Island geriatric style.
For $30.
We'll rent out that Sandsalva house and then just have us sleeping in beds.
Well, whoever can survive the snoring wins.
Yeah.
Tammy would be out day one.
Ashley would be out.
Yeah, Ashley would be out. Mark, I because I'm hearing impaired, I could probably win.
Oh yeah, you just pluck those little suckers out of your ear and you're good to go. I can just see them, everybody going into like on Love Island, they love to go like talk shit about each other, but usually they're pretty nice, but sometimes they got really pissed at Huda. But I could see them all like, we need to have a meeting about Shelley not wearing her CPAP machine. She's not going to wear her CPAP machine. We are not going to couple up with her. Okay? Are we all in? She better come correct with that CPAP machine or she's out. Because I like the white noise that the CPAP machine brings to the sleeping.
Jody, we need to talk about this anyway. Jody and I have Airbnbs. We have short-term rentals.
Yes, we do.
And we have 3 of them in Austin and one of them soon in Smithville.
I'm working on it, Shelley.
Yeah, if you're looking for a short-term rental, message us. One of our short-term rentals, I want to turn one of the closets into one of those rooms
where they can confess.
The confession room.
Do it.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Yeah.
Like, it's the confession room and just have like set up your phone here. Here's the light.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah, because we do that. They go sit on a stool. They talk trash about each other in the confession rooms. It has the ring light, great light, really good lighting. And then they just talk about each other. And they're like, I really want to couple up with so-and-so. I'm closed off now. I'm with so-and-so. You know, it's the language that becomes the new vernacular in the world. Like,
well, I feel like Saturday Night Live,
yes,
like the writers just watch Love Island and are like, oh, that's a skit. Okay,
yeah,
that's
where you can get most
that's
of your
a skit.
stuff.
Okay, that's a good skit. Okay,
right.
we got Saturday done.
You have to watch these girls twerking. I could not believe how their butt cheeks can move in isolation of each other. Like one's going one way and the other one's going the other way, like wash on, wash off. And they're like, their booties are just moving and then
Like
one cheek will
helicopter?
stop where the other one will keep going. And then the other cheek will, I'm just like, you guys know what you're doing. You're going for it out there. I'm going to watch a Love Island with Graham.
Oh, I think that's a good idea.
Like that time we had her watch Cocaine Bear.
Oh my God.
Or when she went to the LBJ Reagan homecoming. That was fun. She was like, that's a lot going on. No, but I'm having a blast. I just kind of like clean the house. I'm really deep cleaning the cabin today and then finishing that dollhouse. But if you can escape, come see me. Come hang out. I have cards, but we need one more person to play our King's Corner, our new favorite game.
Our new favorite game. I didn't even wear my harmonica.
I didn't. I might have it in my jewelry box.
I have it.
Oh yes, let's get kicked out of somewhere.
Yeah, let's just get kicked out of.
Jordan's like, please stop.
We love you, Jordan.
We love you, Jordan.
And Jordan went to a concert last night and she was dressed so sexy.
She's a cutie pie. If you're not on the Jordan train, you better get on. She's gonna get snatched up.
You're missing out.
I wonder if she can do that butt thing where she can isolate her tush to go in two different directions.
I don't know, but she can sing like nobody's business.
Her voice is like a voice of an angel. That's what Cece likes.
She's so talented. I'm like, sing it in this key. And she's like,
all right, what do you have? You're gonna work with culture a little more today, or are you gonna head out to the ranch?
I will let you know. I'll shoot you a text once I get over to the house. I love you.
Texas. Do you look for any rugs?
No, we ordered one.
Oh, okay. All right, I love you. Texas. Yeah.